All right, what up, Who That Nation? This is No Cap, No Filter Saints. I'm your host, Marley G, back at y'all with another one. I got my guy Marlon up in here. We about to get ready to talk about this Saints and Titans game coming up. Last two games of the season. Can the Saints go another win in the win column, adding to the streak? Can they go 7-10 to end off the season, bring in some momentum to the next season? We're going to have to find out, man. But before we get into all that, we got to talk about this last game that just passed, man. Shuck, he's still on his Linsanity run. He still got a lot of pandemonium within the Who That Nation right now. They got 50 Cent in the building. He got his own theme song right now. Everything just looking right, bro. The vibes are up, bro. Marlon, I know you was like the main person that wanted the Saints to, look good, but at the same time lose out to get that number one pick or to at least just get some draft capital and get a king's ransom. But how you feeling about what you seen in the game, and how you feeling about the Saints possibly ending the season at 7-10? With some good vibes going into the next season, but at the same time, you ain't really get that draft pick that you wanted.
As long as the pick is in the top 10 at this point, I'm good. Uh, they got a quarterback, so I feel differently about it. They have their quarterback for next year, so I feel differently about it. I guess like in the path that they were on at first, like I'm not trying to I'm not trying to knock Rattler, but like if he was the quarterback and you finished 7-10 and it looked like how it did early in the season, I just wouldn't really see the point. But I see it. I see more with Shuck playing, and I just think like you're building something. So that's kind of how I feel about it.
Okay. So do you honestly believe that, from what you've seen, Shuck is, without a shadow of a doubt, potentially franchise quarterback? Or, it just might be some fool's goal right now, and we not playing the best of teams right now, and it could be on some Will Levis type of art.
I think I seen more than what Will Levis had shown at that point. Um, I I don't go necessarily to like, oh, he's franchise, but like I told somebody today, I was like, he's the court. I view him as the quarterback until he's not. That's how I view it.
Okay.
I think I can see the talent. He got the size and athleticism that you want in a quarterback. You can see how the ball comes out. You know, he can use his legs. Got to do a better job at protecting himself at times, but I see a guy that you can win because of, and win with.
You know,
At least as of right now.
and it's so hard to like pinpoint this dude. Like, it's so many different comparisons people having with this dude. Like, barring he say a bigger Carson Wentz. They got some people saying Daniel Jones, some people saying Bo Nix. It's like his comparison is all over the place. It's
Can't do
almost like
the Carson Wentz thing. Him and Carson Wentz are actually bigger than him.
damn.
I can't. I can't. Let me see. Like I don't do the. I like Carson Wentz a lot early on. So he got talent. Like he has talent. Like of that. I don't do the Josh Allen thing. I don't. No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I see Josh Allen at all.
But I mean, you obviously see the talent with him though.
So, what you thought about this last game that we played, man? We got the dub up in there. And also, man, what you think about the viral song Bun had put out with the "You Getting Shut Tonight"? Like everybody's loving it. Everybody wanted it on Spotify. Everybody wanted to get played in the dome.
I
He
heard
getting a
they
lot
got
of props.
I think he said in his faces the other day that that they want to get a clearance or something or got a clearance so it can be played and put on stuff. But I mean, it was cool that they got that notoriety from it. You know, they've been making those songs for a long time. I
You
remember when I first like followed Bun shit in like 2018. It was like off of seeing a song that they had made when the things were good. So that's the fun stuff about it. Like it's like some positive momentum going. So you like stuff like that because it was depressing football at first. As much as I even like, as much as I wanted like draft picks and all that, like it's like just depressing and shit to watch.
know. So what you had thought about the game? I mean, the Jets is a terrible team, so I don't think we could put as much stock in it. But at the same time, you got to play who's on the schedule. And from what we seen, man, the defense was looking good. 8 sacks. Um, Shuck, he was out there willing and dealing, over 300 yards. Not Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, 10 catches, 2 touchdowns, like 148 yards. Like, that's the type of shit I be wanting to see from Chris Olave more often. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see that more often, oh yeah, he for sure, without a doubt, wide receiver one material, man. What you thought about the game?
I thought it was. I thought they were gonna win the whole way. I was never like questioning the outcome. The Jets they tanked the season, but the defense played the way that they were supposed to. You held them to 6 points, 2 field goals. I thought the offense moved the ball good. I think a lot of the stuff is like I think we could score. I actually thought that like it would have been like a we whooped them, but I thought it could have been. I thought we could have whooped them worse. But I
Yeah,
just think at a certain point, it's just too many injuries to overcome. Like you out there with one starting receiver, two starting tackles, and the interior is all backup guys. Fourth and fifth string running backs. Like you basically out there with just like it's not a lot of people at this point. So but I was proud of them. I thought they played good. I thought they moved the ball. I think you see like the clear deficiencies in the team as far as like the injuries and just like the lack of talent in certain places. But like the people who I wanted to see play good, all played good. Like the people who we gonna count on in future years, all played good. I thought Shuck did good. I thought Chris did good. Jawan had a good game. Banks had a good game, other than like that one drive where he was getting whooped, but he did some good stuff in the run game. Fuaga played very well. So those are the players who I look for. I know we need. I look at Vile as the third wide receiver, so obviously we know we were missing that. And I still, like I said, I think we need a guy that's immediately in the top two. And we obviously need a running back, an interior offensive lineman. But I just look at the guys who I know are gonna be here next year, and I thought they did a good job. And also, I'm not one of those people who complain too much about them settling for field goals because I actually want to see if this dude can kick the ball because this is almost like his tryout for the
good
season.
point. Yeah, that's a good point right there. I ain't even really think of it like that, because
Yeah.
I was one of the people like, man, we get in the red zone too much times and come in with 3 points.
Yeah. So
But
like I know he's missed the 61-yard kick, which had the distance, and then he missed that one kick like right when it started raining hard against Tampa. So at this point, Charlie, I'm not even gonna count the 61-yard. Like that's just a you hit that or you don't. At this point so far, he's been like a 9 out of 10 for me. Not just I got to ding him for the miss against Tampa.
you know, yeah, man, it's gonna be good going into the season that we got a good kicker. Like, and speaking of kicker, some people feel like had we had Charlie Smith and Tyler Shook starting since week one, we probably win 10 plus games. They got
I,
some people out here feel like that.
I can't go that far. Um,
Well, of course, Q, he one of the main people leading that charge. He felt
I
like
do
it's
think
11
looking at
games.
I do think it's a few plays that you look at and you like, dang, if like one play change, then maybe they have a couple more wins. But I think
Yeah,
they
but it's
where
a
they
whole different
yeah,
game if
I
it's a
think
new
they
if it's a different
yeah.
quarterback. It's a whole
I
who
think
knows
they
what could
were
happen.
I think they where they supposed to be at.
Yeah,
They building positive momentum.
yeah, yeah, man. I think if Charlie Smith and Tyler Shuck started since week one, I do believe that we'll probably still be where we are right now, because those first couple of games were against all teams mostly that we lost to are in the playoffs. Except the Cardinals. Other than that, damn near every loss we had was against playoff teams, and even the Cardinals game that was week one. So week one, he probably would have had some nerves going on, and on top of that, he wouldn't have had the same chemistry built. A lot of guys wouldn't know and understand the playbook. Like, it took a while for even the defense to get immaculated to the playbook, to really understand it with this Staley defense that he running. So I do think, at this point where we at in the season, a lot of stuff is just starting to gel. And on top of that, you building camaraderie, and you having fun. Like, when you having fun, things start to click, and you just going out there, you know, naturally and making plays instead of just worrying about making the wrong play to lose. But I do believe that we likely be in the same spot if Shuck was to be the starter. And who knows, man? If he would have been starting early on, probably could have killed his confidence with some bad losses. So I think that they played it exactly right while letting Rattler be the starter and letting Shuck just sit on the bench, learn how to be a professional, and just wait his time. Sometimes that's the best route to go.
Yeah.
We got Cam Jordan. He had his family coming. They had all these posters coming. Do you think that he's gonna retire, or do you
I
think he gonna come back for one more year to get that one last record? Plus, on top of that, he's looking like he's still got a little bit left in the tank for another year.
I think he'll come back. I do. I think because he did this last year too. It went. I don't know if people didn't notice. He did this. His family did this last year. They just. It seems like they do it just in case. But I do think he's playing another year in the NFL for sure, and I think he'll be back here. Obviously, I think pivoting to another point. I think Taysom is obviously done here. That's why I think he was like almost crying at the press conference, but I think he's the one who's completely done, at least in New Orleans, because they got to start letting some of these guys just flat out go. But I think Cam showed enough to at least like, hey, another 1 year, 5 million. He not gonna tax you or nothing. Another 1 year, $5 million deal. Like at this point, man, it is what it is. He's played well.
Will it be best for the team if all these guys just retire at the same time, like the Taysom's, the Cams, the Demarios? Like if all of them just leave at the same time,
Demario's
or
still a Demario's still a Pro Bowl caliber player, so I can't really tell him to like he's not an all pro level player anymore, but like compared to his peers, like Bobby Wagner and Levante David, he outlasts them. You can't take advantage of him in coverage and space like you can those guys who like at this point on the passing down situations, they clear liabilities. Like Demario can still play. So I think he'll at least play another year, maybe even two. But I can tolerate. I'm cool with Demario for at least another year. Cam, with what he put on tape this year, I'm cool with it for another year. Taysom, that gotta end. That gotta end completely.
yeah, I didn't get a chance to check out Alvin Kamara podcast with Teron Armstead, but I'm pretty sure he was asking him any type of retirement questions on there. Did you get a chance to check it out and see what he said?
I didn't. I think he said like he didn't want to. He won't like. He doesn't want to play for anywhere else. Um, I mean, I kind of said where I was at on Elvin. At like Elvin pay, like I don't want to just go look at niggas money, but like his pay say top like a top five running back in pay, and he not a top 30 running back anymore. And that's all my thing is on it. Like I don't mind to come back for another year because but he can't be a running back one, and he damn near transitioning to be a three because he just don't got a lot left in the tank, in my opinion.
Damn, bro. Yeah, man, I'm ready to turn
But the
over a new leaf.
as just know what's always gonna kill the Saints with the running back thing is they took the wrong running back, bro. A lot of people, myself included, who watch college football and like we seen it firsthand. Some of us LSU, a good amount of Saints fans, LSU fans, obviously. We watched LSU play Texas A&M on the last game of the season and go against Devon A. Chain from Miami, whooped the shit out of them whole game. They took the wrong running back. Like that's what's killing them at running back is that Kendrick Miller pick. They took the wrong guy, and it was apparent in real time that they took the wrong guy. Like I knew immediately when they drafted Miller, I'm like, bro, Devon A. Chain on the board. So I think that's what's killing them. Like Elvis shouldn't be the running back one anymore. But when you take the wrong running back, that's what happens. And then you paid them that contract last year, which was paying them more than like guys like James Cook, who lead the league in rushing, and it didn't fit the timeline.
But is it we took the wrong running back just because A
No,
Chain just so
no,
good, or
we took the
he
wrong
just
running
can't
back.
stay healthy? Because a lot
We
of
took the
people was
wrong
feeling
running
good about him when he was healthy.
we took the wrong running back immediately. Well, I knew we took the wrong running back the night we made the pick.
Well, I don't know, man. I was looking at Chase Young and I was like, God damn, but I didn't think Chase Young could be going like how he going right now after coming back from the injury, and he's looking better than ever. So I'm thinking, maybe we got to be a
Uh,
little bit patient with
I'm out.
Kendra Miller.
You out on him completely. He's a non-factor. He's just trying to make the team. It's last year of a rookie contract. Like you got less than 500 yards from a when you a third round running back, unless you playing somewhere like unless you playing somewhere where you just stuck behind something like great, like Tank Bigsby played in Jacksonville. But even last year, his year where he got like starts, he had like 800 yards and 5 touchdowns and 4.5 yards a carry. And then he got traded to Philly and he obviously sitting behind Saquon. But like even when he plays in Philly, you see it. Like with Miller, we passed the hypotheticals because he ain't give you nothing on the field to even latch on to.
Well, I mean, it is
And then
what it is.
you hear stuff about like certain stuff happened his rookie year with him being asleep in the locker room when he's supposed to get treatment. Like
Oh, I
that's
heard he
just
wasn't studying the playbook.
it was stuff like that. And it was stuff like not knowing the playbook. He's injured, supposed to be getting treatment. He knocked out sleep in the locker room. Like it's a bad pick. It's just, those third round picks, second, third round picks is shit that kill you.
So we still gotta pay Jawan Johnson too, right?
He got paid already.
God damn it. I don't know. I think he fools gold. I just don't trust him.
I
I don't
know
want
what
him
he
as a
I
tight
know what
end
he
one.
is.
What he
I
is.
know what he is as a player. He's just a receiving tight end. The Saints, like I see Saints fans talk about, want to add a tight end and be like, oh, let's get Kyle Pitts. That's a bad signing. Let's get Isaiah Likely, another bad signing. The Saints they need to sign them a good inline blocking tight end, and then like the fourth round or something, they need to take one of those tight ends from Georgia. They need a young guy in the pipeline because one of those tight ends from Georgia can be an inline tight end that can play all facets of the game. They can play the run downs, they can play the passing downs. Like it doesn't matter the situation. So that's how I would address tight end. But Jawan, he is what he is. For what he's paid, he's giving you the production like of that pay range with his numbers. That's fair. Like I know people don't like the contract, but it's a fair contract for what he's giving you. But they need to add them a young tight end in the pipeline though, with one of those fourth round picks.
Yeah, I definitely like a tight end. I mean, we could use everything. We could use tight end, receiver, running back, goddamn offensive lineman. Like you name it, we could use it.
Yeah.
The only thing that's really, having me at least a little stable and steady is the defense. Like the defense is doing good, man. I think I owe Brandon Staley an apology. I think I probably was a little bit too hard on him, because the talent and on top of that, they got to learn a new playbook, and they was with Dennis Allen playbook all these years. But he looking solid to me.
I don't think the Saints defense is like that bad from a talent perspective. I think they missing the high end talent. Like I think they missing. I think, like I said, I think they missing another starting. I think they missing a starting defensive end, a starting defensive tackle. I think even at linebacker, like if you traded Pete Warner and Demario came back, I'm fine with what they have at linebacker. I think they missing one guy in the secondary. Like whether if even if you had Quincy Riley on one side and Kool Aid on the other side, like if you had like a elite nickelback, like a like just an elite nickelback, I think they find that safety. I just think they missing. I think they missing a guy on each. I think they missing two on the defensive line, a starter on at in and tackle, and I think they missing at least one guy in the back end. But like what they have is definitely playable and passable, in my opinion. They just need you need one of them to be a Pro Bowl level or above type of talent though. But I just think they missing like starters.
Yeah, I want to see Danny Stutzman more. That's what I want to see more.
Yeah, we will
Like
see
if
him next year.
Yeah, I'm just, I think Pete Werner, like, he ain't just fitting the bill to me, not to me, And I liked him coming out his rookie year
No,
because I thought
I
he was
liked him
solid.
his first couple of years. I thought he was solid. I just think that like he expendable. He like how I view Granderson. Like I don't have to see them play here anymore after this year.
Yeah, Granderson a real letdown. Like I can't believe he just fell off a cliff like this. I don't know if it's the
I don't think he a scheme fit. That's all. I'm just go to that. And I thought he could, but that's probably what it is. He a guy. Like if you told me Granderson for the most part for the past 3 years before this, he's played like a solid number two defensive end. But this year it's just he just not that. He more of a high level rotation end. Like if he your third end, it's fine. But the Saints, like I said, they need a starter.
you know, I mean, he paid a third in like he the first in, but I guess he'll look like a first in if he was with Chicago. Demario Jackson looking good. Like
Nah, he wouldn't. He wouldn't look like a first end, bro. He got a ceiling. He got a cap ceiling.
I
But
got a
he
feeling it's
had a
gonna.
good career. He just whatchamacallit.
I got a feeling Alante Taylor, if we don't pay him, he gonna go somewhere and shine. That's what I got a feeling gonna happen.
I mean, I think he a good, I don't think he the worst player ever. I just think that he one of those players that the shit around him got to be good for him to really probably be good. Like Alante will probably look a lot better if you put him on like the 2021 Saints, where like the worst player in that secondary was Malcolm Jenkins, and that's just because he was old. He was still smarter than everybody, so he was the probably the biggest weakness in your secondary because that was a really good unit that they had that year. So I think he'll look good in like situations like that, but I think he the tricky one because I don't know if they signed him. I would probably lean to no because I think the money is gonna like shock people when they see how much it's gonna be.
So you think we win these next two games?
I got them at least winning one of them. I'm
Okay,
picking
so
them against Tennessee. Um,
assuming we win both games, what you think the best scenario outcome for the draft?
I'm in the range that we're starting to look like we in. I didn't went to like a full on offensive player, so I'm not really for like they got this tight end from Oregon. I'm not a tight end guy in the first round. I'm strongly against tight ends in the first round unless you are like just like your team got to be set a certain way. I like the guy from Oregon, but I don't view him how I view. I like the guy. I know people talk about Tyler Warren. I didn't think Tyler Warren was the best tight end in the draft. I thought Chicago took the best one. But so I struggle with tight end. Obviously, I'm not taking the offensive lineman in the first round because the best players are tackles. I'm not taking a tackle. The Saints do not need tackles in the first round. They have their two tackles. You don't. I'm not.
A lot of
Uh,
people been down on Fuaga lately.
yeah, they can be down, but they don't know shit about football because a lot of Saints fans don't know shit about football. The dude is a solid good player. He got hurt, and when he played injured, it affects him, and that affects his play. He's a good tackle. If the Saints try to play around and move his position, him and his representation need to seek a trade. But the Saints do not need a tackle, and you don't. I'm not one of those guys. You don't. I don't believe in taking interior offensive linemen in the top 10 with a top 10 pick. Hell no. They got to be a Hall of Fame level player. Like when you took when the coach took Quentin Nelson, I knew firsthand, oh, that's easily a Hall of Famer, easily an All Pro level player. Like that's a Quentin Nelson been in the league for 5 years, for 8 years now. This probably about to be his fourth first team All Pro selection. Like that's the type of guard you take with a top 10 pick. They don't have that in this draft. Um, I like the receivers and I like the receivers in the range that we in. I like Cardinal Tate from Ohio State. I like Jordan Tyson. I know his injuries scare people. I really like Makai Lemon. I know some people gonna find out that he like 5'11" and be turned off. He's probably the best receiver in the draft. He just is 5'11" while the other two are 6'2" and 6'3. But that's kind of what I like. And I like Jeremiah Love as well. But obviously, the Saints got to address the interior offensive line before I'm comfortable with taking him. And defensively, in that spot, I probably like Caleb Downs. The Arvell Reese thing is dead. He's going top five. So that's kind of the five players I look at.
Okay. So we ain't gonna be in no position to trade down. We just gotta take what come with us
I mean,
basically now.
if a team want to offer you something good, I don't think that trading down shouldn't be on the table. It's just the Saints don't trade down though.
Yeah, Yeah, man. A lot of people looking at that one picture of Mickey Loomis when he just got his chest up high and he just folding his arms, looking like he just got everything on lock right now. And man, I ain't gonna lie, we looking good right now. So if he won't feel himself, he got every right to. But he's still gonna have to hit these picks regardless, whether we trade down, whether we trade up, or whether we stay pat. We gotta hit these
They
picks
actually
regardless.
shouldn't be doing
Yeah.
enough for anybody.
So how you feel about this next game against the Titans, man? Like, give me three keys to, you know, coming out there with a dub. What we gotta do to get this win against Cam Ward and them Titans, bro. What you think?
Um, the Titans don't have a lot of talent at all, so I'm gonna just defense maybe stop like the Cam Ward backyard play potentially. He can play a lot of good backyard football, so stop that. Um, offensively, just shit, go through your guys, go through your two people, go through Chris, go through because we don't got no running backs. Even though I do think the dude Austin Estimate
Yeah,
played good.
that's crazy. We threw the
Um,
ball damn near 50 times, but we just do.
yeah,
But then you said it, Kellen Moore don't really run the ball like that.
they to be honest, they got that's my biggest gripe with Kellen Moore. Like coming next year, is I think they got to practice a little bit harder in the and whatchamacallit and have more attention to detail in the off season with the practices. They gotta establish that run game early. Like that they whole thing, like the first thing they should be looking at this year, in my opinion, is like how can we get this run game, how can we get this run game going? Like they gotta be looking at it from that standpoint for me personally, because right now they in a fucked up spot with the run game. Like it's just not good enough. And you got to establish that in the offseason. You got to fix your scheme. I think some of the offensive line struggles is his scheme. They line up in shotgun entirely too much. I think Cesar Ruiz best year, bad player by the way, but like his best year is last year. If you don't look at that Eagles game, which he got whooped by Jalen Carter, but ignoring that game, he actually was pretty solid last year as a guard. Like it was solid play. Like if he played like that this year, I don't think pitchforks would be out for him. But the scheme helps a lot. That scheme helps a lot of offensive linemen play, and I think that's one thing that Kellen got to get like ironed out and fixed. But just like focusing on the game, like I said, stop the Cam Ward backyard football plays that can happen potentially. Um, Interior offensive line, we about to play the best defensive tackle this season, in my opinion. And what's his name? Jeffrey Simmons. So shit, you just gotta pray and put like full bodies on them, in my opinion. And then
Giving me flashback of that Penning game when he was a rookie when we first played them Titans. We had to deal
oh,
with
he
Jeffrey
wasn't a rookie, he
Simmons.
was a second year player. But he's just so fucking sorry that it didn't
Who
matter.
that
But
who that was whooping them
it
bad?
was
I
Arden
forgot.
Key.
Yeah, him
Arden
boy.
Key. But
Goddamn boy.
at this point, man, look, I'll try to shit. Feed Chris, I guess. Fuck, we don't got nobody else to throw to.
What's your
Feed
score
Chris and
prediction?
Jawan. I'm gonna pick the Saints. I'm gonna pick them 27 to 20.
Okay. We're gonna do rapid fire questions right now. If you got any questions for Marlon, go ahead on and put them down in the chat. We're gonna get to them uh, in orderly fashion. We're gonna get to them as soon as possible. If you like the stream, go ahead on and hit the like button. Go ahead on and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet to help out with the algorithm. And yeah, man, put all your questions down in the chat right now. We're gonna run through them right now. First question at the top, we got Jerry. He says 7-10, 6-11, or 5-12.
Uh, I'm gonna go with. They're gonna be mad if I pick the Falcons to beat us. So I'm gonna go with 7 and 10.
Well, I think you said we're gonna
I don't
lose one
like
of
that
these games.
matchup.
So
I don't like that matchup. It's something about that matchup. I don't know if I can pick the Saints to win two games,
why you
like
don't like the
to
matchup
finish
with
live.
the Why you don't like the matchup with the Falcons? 'Cause? 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 '
Drake wanted to play this time. I don't think
Mm,
they seen that.
okay. And
Um,
Bijan and
I
Tyler
don't care about
Algier.
Kyle Pitts, but Bijan is like that. So I think Bijan is top two back in the league. Him and Gibbs for me. It's just something about the matchup I just don't like. I don't
And
know.
they're gonna have Kirk Cousins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chase Young gonna get his ass, boy. Chase Young and
Hmm.
Cam gonna get his ass. I think we'll probably sack them at least 4 times. How much longer will we have Alvin Kamara from Uncle Deuce?
If it was up to me, shit, it'll be over at the end of this year. But I think he gonna play one more year.
Justin Cash says thoughts on Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker, Texas Tech.
Oh, he like that. He probably like a third round pick because I think he's slow as hell, but he good. And he take the ball away.
Saints Full Circle podcast. Do we trade Eric McCoy in the draft?
No, no. I think what happened with Eric McCoy, me personally, I think Eric McCoy this year could have been playing for a contract extension. But I think that's off the table. But the center position is in such a bad spot in the league. You can't get rid of him yet. You just can't touch his contract. Like you can't like restructure him. Like the Saints gonna restructure a few players, but you can't restructure him. He's not one of them. Like you restructure Jawan Johnson before you restructure Eric McCoy, just because of his injury history. So like I think the Saints gonna restructure two players this year. I think they're gonna do Chase, obviously, and I think they're gonna do one of Jawan Johnson or Justin Reed. But you can't touch his contract.
Hurricane Mike says, do you think Devin Neal could be a future running back for the Saints?
I think he a contributing running back, like a he like your second running back. I don't think he a number one running back in the league, but I think he definitely a part of your running back room, and he block on third downs, and that's key.
Young Nola, 504 Marlin, we making the playoffs next year?
If they smart, they actually can. Like if they do some smart stuff in the off season, you don't have to go all out and get reckless just to try to make the playoffs, but you can smart build this because I look at it like, dude, Atlanta don't got a quarterback, and they can't keep Kirk Cousins not gonna be on that team anyway, and I don't think he's a difference maker. He's gonna be 38, making $45 million a year, so he won't be on their team. Michael Penix is done. I think he's completely done. I'm not saying done in the league, but I don't think he'll ever factor as a starting QB for any team. And they don't have a draft pick, and unless they go sign like a guy, just take a chance on a guy and it hit. That's the only way they'll have a quarterback. The Bucks, I think the Bucks are about to. I think the Bucks gonna miss the playoffs, and I think they're gonna use that to reset their team. I don't think. I think they're gonna make a coaching change. I still think they're probably the most naturally talented team, but I think the Bucks facing a scenario where they can end up. They got like you had a fork in the road. You can choose to continue this with a different coach and all that, and you can go down the path of the 2022 through 2024 sinks, which is hell, or you can make some tweaks, take a step back, but your 2027 will look better, outcome will look better. But I think they'll still factor, but I don't think it's not like previous years. I'm like, oh, the Bucks just gonna win the division. And I think the Saints have Carolina numbered. I don't think Bryce Young puts any fear into anything in the Saints. When we play them, I'm like, oh, we play the Panthers. It's fucking Bryce Young, like a 5'10" quarterback that has no plus trait. Like, okay, we play Bryce Young. Like, so I think the Saints got the most naturally talented quarterback in a division or in the division. And it's just now it's about building around like the positive pieces you have.
I'm even more talented than Baker.
Baker Mayfield is 6 foot and short. A 6'5" man with a that's more athletic is always probably gonna be naturally more have more natural physical gifts than him.
Young Nola, 504 says, who you think we get in a free agency?
Um, I look at guards. This ain't the sexiest guard class, but I look at the interior. So it's about like your interior scouting on that way. One other position I look at running back because I don't think the Saints can address everything in in what you call it. And this is not a good running back class. And I don't think the Saints is about to go sign another receiver like a high level receiver in free agency either. Because I don't believe in signing free agent wide receivers for the most part, other than like a few. But they're gonna pay Chris, so I'm not. I don't want to pay two receivers. So I'll kind of look at running back as like the a sneaky option because I think they can get a very good running back.
Hurricane Mike says, what should we pay Olave?
I think it's gonna be I think it's gonna be 28 million a year. I think um they should do it before the start of free agency, just so you don't potentially restructure a bad player. Like it's a simple contract. You kind of front load it while you can because you actually have some opening cap space. So it's not like it doesn't age like one of those contracts that's aged how we had contracts age. Like I don't think people realize Lattimore actually was like the highest cap hit on the Saints this year, like even higher than Derek Carr because the way that they structure in contracts is like so crazy. He had a $31 million cap hit. Now it's good that he got us. He's the one contract that age that didn't affect us too much because Lattimore got you. These are the three players that Lattimore got you in your rookie class. That's why Saints fans should never say no bad shit about him, even when he was looking washed in Washington. He got you Devin
Washington.
Neal. He got you Devin Neal, a contributing running back. He got you Quincy Riley, a starting corner. He got you Jonas Shanker, a starting safety. That's two rookie starters in the secondary that he got you, and a running back that's definitely a part of your running back room going forward. So he was the one player with a big contract that it didn't age like shit. But like I think Ryan Ramchick contract aged bad because of his injury. I think Michael Thomas contract just aged like shit in general. Other than the 1 year, it was a bad contract. Um, Elvin was a fine contract until they paid him again and what they paid him because the first contract was fine. The Saints was clearly headed towards a rebuild, and I don't think you pay a running back for his age 30 season top five money. So, but I'm just judging off those are contracts that like you gonna look at. But I think they give Olave. I'm gonna go 3 years, 84 million. And then you pair him with a rookie, with a high level rookie that immediately in the first and second round. That's the immediately number two wide receiver, and eventually can take over as the one. But probably after everybody gets paid, like I'm talking about, even with guys like Brandon Ayuk getting cut, Tyreek Hill getting cut, George Pickens get paid, Drake London get paid, Puka get paid, JSN get paid. It'll probably be like the 15th or 16th highest paid contract. So that's the right number.
Young Noah 504 says, so in the next 3 years, Marlon, who gonna be the NFC South champs? You think the Saints gonna be back top dogs?
I think they can. I definitely. I ain't gonna predict who gonna like run a division because it's like hard because you don't know what can happen. But I do think in 3 years the Saints would definitely have had one NFC South title.
Um, Justin Cash says, Marlon, who should the Saints add in free agency before the draft? Free agency after the draft, huh?
Oh, it's before. It's before.
Oh, okay.
Let me
You
see.
already answered that, huh?
20. Yeah, I said I was looking at interior offensive lineman
Uh,
and potentially a running back.
he says, what's your wish list names?
Let me see. 2026 free agents. Hold on, just give me some time to look it up. Like I know people are gonna see they're gonna see the first name when you type in 2026 free agents, and it's like Trey Hendrickson. Fuck no, I don't want Trey Hendrickson. I don't want a 31-year-old. I'm looking for younger players. So
Yeah, young Nola. He said he think Cam gonna stay a year, and he think Taysom Hill gonna retire after this year.
uh I would sign up. The only place I would sign like a guard that might be in their 30s or like a 31-year-old, I do it for a guard because I think guards can play a few more years, but like I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, man. This ain't the sexiest class. Like, I think the best looking guard in free agency this year is Ed Ingram, and he can't pass block, but he can run block. But he was also horrible as a player his first 3 years. And is it just him producing in the contract year? So I think that's the questions you got to ask yourself when it comes to that position. And then like I go look at like let's go like to defense or something.
Yeah, I'm good on him if that was the case. Fuck all
They got
that.
Alontae Taylor market value as a at 11 million a year. I mean, that's fine. That's fine with me. But I think Alontae Taylor, reading like some shit that I read, if it's the contract of this guy from the 49ers named Diamador Lenore, I'll just shake his hand and tell him thank you for your 4 years here. Cause we can't do that.
Yeah, Hurricane Mike, he think we want the Lattimore trade because we got three good players for him.
Oh yeah, we absolutely won. And he wasn't the same player. We traded a hurt player.
Tim Duncan, I said Tim Duncan.
Ooh,
Tim Dunn.
Tim.
Tim Dunn says, "Do we keep Rattler?"
That's an interesting one because I think Rattlers, I think he got trade value. Cause I'm just like you go look at the just go look at the draft. Oh, I'm just going to I'm just going to Tankathon and like look at like the order. I think the top two picks, I think the Raiders going to get the number one pick, and I think they're going to take a quarterback. And I think Cleveland is going to get the number two pick, and I think they're going to take a quarterback. I think it's yeah, Shador Sanders. We can stop that shit. He won't even be on their team next year. Um, I think the Jets want to take a quarterback, but they're gonna finish with the third pick and not gonna be able to take a quarterback unless they can just wow Vegas or Cleveland in the trade. But those teams need quarterbacks too, so why would you trade out of it? And so you look at teams like the Jets who gonna need a quarterback because Fields is off their roster next year. Arizona need a quarterback to a degree. Um, Miami needs a quarterback. Atlanta needs a quarterback. Um, Indianapolis probably needs a quarterback, even though I do think they'll re-sign Daniel Jones because they kind of have to now. So that's just like five teams right now where you just don't know. And then you got teams like the Minnesota needs some type of quarterback that's played. Kansas City will need some type of quarterback that's played. Uh, So it's not a lot of quarterbacks like that's good. Like Tua is untradeable. Like nobody's trade for him. Nobody's going. In my opinion, I think Kyler Murray might be somebody to trade for him, but like I don't want his contract. Spencer Rattler, what he get 1 million a year for 2 years of team control. Like I think you can get something good for him. Like I think you can if you attach the fifth and you got a third round pick back. Like I'm doing that. Or if a team gave me a high fourth, I'm doing that, but if it's like a fifth round or worse, I just keep him.
Young Nola says, "Do you think Sanders garbage Marlins?"
I'm not gonna say garbage. I just think he it come with a lot of baggage. Like he can throw a ball behind a player and it not be caught, and the player like getting killed. Like he threw a pick the other day and like to the running back, he was targeting Quinshawn Judkins before he got hurt, and it was like behind him, and it's like this is a perfect pass. The wide receiver dropped. I'm like, no, bro, the ball is behind him, and I just think like I don't think he got a big arm, and I think his play style for me is just not like it's not. He have a play style that like Caleb Williams have, but Caleb Williams is like a top is like an
Athlete.
elite level athlete. Like
You know.
he's unathletic as shit, bro. Like he runs like a 5'1", and you playing like you can just run around and do shit like that. You can't do that, bro. Like you don't have you don't even have the athleticism of Cam Ward. And Cam Ward used to be fat, by the way. Like he lost a lot of weight in the last year since he went to Miami. But like even when Cam Ward was big, he was way more athletic than Shador. And like a Shuck is way more athletic than Shador. Jackson Dart, even though I don't know, they might look at a quarterback too, because his play style is not sustainable. But I just think the way he plays football is like hard to it's hard to like he plays like a guy who has these elite traits and he just doesn't have it.
Young Nola said, "Do you think we dodged a bullet with Sanders?"
You think you Rattler fans versus Shador fans? Come on, bro. You would have stopped watching football. You would have ended this podcast.
And it's crazy because you had that tweet saying, "Yeah, man, imagine the domes throwing up the whole dome throwing up the AP up in there or something like that."
Yeah. That's what I was just playing. I ain't gonna lie. I got insight earlier that they was taking Shuck. Like my partner told me like 3 weeks, like 3, 4 weeks before the draft. Hey, bro, they gonna take a quarterback, and it's like they're gonna take Shuck. Cause I had switched. I was like playing around early. It was like, oh, we can take Shador. We gonna all have APs, and then I was like, my real thing is before the draft, like, bro, I didn't want the Saints to take a quarterback at all. Like, I just wanted them to just let Rattler play and build the team out. But they took him, and as of right now, they got it right. I can't argue with them.
Justin Cash says thoughts on Nick Highball, wide receiver, maybe round 4 or 3.
Nah, we need something way better than that. That's just a science project, man. He playing the wrong position anyway. He should have been an edge rusher. He's
Damn.
just big and fast. He's just big and fast, and he's like this NCAA 25, 26 elite player because he has like 99 speed, 99 acceleration, and he's like 6'5", 240. The Saints need a guy in the top two immediately.
If you like the stream, go ahead on and hit the like button. Go ahead on and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Y'all get y'all last questions through before I let Marlon go. Uh, yeah, if anybody ain't getting no questions through, go ahead on and type them. I'm gonna get to y'all questions first. And yeah, man, we got Young Nola with another question. Marlon, what do you think about Abdul Carter?
Oh, I think he good. I just think he was immature at first and then the DC. But like the last couple of weeks, he's starting to look like a top three pick. I think he's gonna be good next year. I just think he was just immature about a lot of shit this year.
Justin Cash says, what about Chris Bell or Ian Strong?
I probably lean Chris Bell, but I know he tore his ACL. But I also like one thing I like with those type of receivers, I don't necessarily always look at the body type. Oh, he built like AJ Brown because I think a lot of teams been putting themselves in bad positions because of like AJ Brown was severely underdrafted. He was should have been a like Hollywood Brown was the number one wide receiver in the draft that year. And I think Hollywood Brown, Marquise Brown, that nigga stinks to me. I ain't calling him Hollywood. Um, like AJ Brown should have been the first wide receiver drafted, and he went at pick 50. I think the Saints actually would have took him if they didn't need a center that year, but they really needed a center, so they took McCoy. But uh, I think you got to be careful when you taking those AJ Brown type or those receivers bodies. Those dudes with like body types, like oh he's built like AJ Brown, because Jonathan Mingo was built like AJ Brown. Sucks. Xavier Leggett was built like AJ Brown. Sucks. Keon Coleman, come on, he the cookie man.
Them boys
He
went two
sucks
for
at football, bro, and he sucks at football too.
them boys were
The
0
guy
for
we got
2,
on the
dog.
team, Jalen Pope, sucks. Like I know people want to be like, oh, we got Jalen Pope coming back next year. That tape that Jalen Pope put out last year with the fucking Patriots is some of the worst wide receiver tape ever. Maybe he improved with the Saints, but unless that we talking about a depth player at best right now. I don't know where people
Yeah.
coming with this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been
yeah,
stopped
we
letting
gotta,
muscle and size get me when it come to these players.
yeah,
'Cause I remember that one
like,
Seattle game where they played the Chiefs and they had their shirts off and they was in
yeah, man, that
shiesties and
shit
stuff,
don't
got
matter,
their ass
bro.
whooped. Then
Look,
I remember,
DK Metcalf got all the muscles in the world. They let go of him. Jackson Smith and Jigba about to win Offensive Player of the Year. They got skill. Like that's what I'll be trying to tell Saints fans. Sometimes I know when they be getting caught away with the Olave stuff. I know what he is at this point. He a wide receiver, 1.5 slash a grade two. Sometimes he a one, half the time he a two, but he a good player. But they useful players. Now you just got to add the stuff opposite of them. But I don't think you need. Obviously, the Saints need a receiver that can do some things in contested catch, contested catch situations. That like it's some stuff like it's stuff when you watch the Eagles play. Like Devontae Smith dropped the pass in the end zone the other day, like a clean drop. I ain't talking about a pass breakup. He dropped something that AJ Brown would catch. But he's still a good player. So we just need like we need to get us a player on the opposite side that do some things differently than Chris. If you'll probably your best if you want to do some things differently, your best player that you probably looking at high up is probably like a where we picking at is probably like Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson. But again, like I said, one of my favorite prospect is 5'11". Shit, he might measure 5'10", but I just think I think he like a smaller JSN and Makai Lemon from USC. So I
What
just
about
need
that
one of
one
them
receiver
three.
that Tyler Shuck played with that everybody seeming
Yeah, they talking about Chris Bell, but he tore his ACL.
oh, okay.
And I also think Chris Bell will be the one where you could be getting caught up in the he looked like he built like AJ Brown, but I do think he a good player. He just tore his ACL.
Yeah, I don't go by that look stuff no more. I remember when we had that one dude, I forgot his name, boy. Everybody was calling him Baby Megatron. That boy ain't do shit
Oh,
for our team.
the one in Emmanuel Butler in the training camp that one year.
Nah, not him. This dude
Adrian
was
Arrington,
nah, not him. It was a
Nick
big
Toon,
dude. Nah, it was
Nick
a big
Toon.
wide receiver. It was a big ass wide receiver.
Who?
This dude
Brandon
was
Coleman?
Brandon Coleman. That
No,
motherfucker
but he
right
was a
there.
7 round pick, man. He was a 7 round pick. He actually Brandon Coleman. I was fine with Brandon Coleman. The problem with the Saints is they never addressed a full wide receiver room. It was no way Brandon Coleman should have been playing at times as your number two receiver. He ain't that. That's my big again, Ma. That's my biggest take on the Saints just for years. Even the year Michael Thomas won the Offensive Player of the Year, we picked up a guy from the coach, a light skinned dude named Krishan Hogan. That nigga was the wide receiver two for half the season. That's unacceptable. Nothing about that is acceptable. Like if people are talking about, I see tweets like, "Oh, Mike got 1,800 yards. The next closest receiver has 200." Nigga, that's horrible. That's why you losing in the playoffs. The
I
Saints got,
think
and again, the Saints don't have Drew Brees anymore. They got to get out of that phase. You cannot build a team like that. I'm looking at the wide receiver room. Like I got Chris, I got Chris here. I got Vele as a kind of often injured big body three, and I don't got shit else after that. That's how I look at the whole wide receiver room. That's how they need to look at the wide receiver room. At least from a starting perspective. The Saints need a pure starter. All that. Oh, what about Nick Harbor in the fourth or fifth round, bro? That's just not good enough. Like they need a high level asset to be put into a pass catcher.
Young Nola said Shuck Rookie of the Year.
Shit, he got a chance. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I if they go 7-10 and he have like a crazy game, he could. Like if they had a game, if him and Olave have a big game this week and they can put some points, like say if he threw for 300 yards and 4 touchdowns this week, and then next week came back and threw for 250 with a touchdown pass, with either two touchdowns passing and like 50, 60 yards rushing combined with it to get 300 total yards, he probably can win that Rookie of the Year. Because I think the only competition at this point is Ted McMillan. Because I thought Travion Henderson, I thought he had it, but then he got a concussion, and Tyler Warren not getting it. Ibuka season with the shit. Um, and they always gonna lean towards a quarterback. I learned that quarterback thing when the quarterback thing was different when Brock Purdy ended up being like top two, and like Chris Olave wasn't even a candidate because Brock Purdy came out of nowhere. And I thought he was the better receiver than Garrett Wilson that year, just on like the targets that he was getting. But he ended up not being a candidate because like the quarterback just holds so much precedent. So I do think he got a chance at it.
Young Nola says Vele starting next year.
Yeah, I know his role.
Justin Cash says off topic, but do you think Rivers coming back next year?
Nah, that Mel, need to let that old man go retire after this. That team, they in a fucked up spot, bro. They traded. I like Sauce. I think Sauce corner, top five corner, but you're gonna look at it. You went all in on Daniel Jones, and it like immediately backfired. Like I'm gonna tell you who look like a fucking genius right now. It's crazy. Man, Mickey Loomis looking. I don't know how the fuck he get off on this, dog. He told the coach, "Hey, third round pick for Alontae Taylor." Them niggas said, "Oh, that's kind of hefty. We'll give you a four." He's like, "But we'll give you we just want a third." He say, "No, them niggas gonna trade two first for Sauce Gardner. Daniel Jones get hurt. Sauce Gardner get hurt, and now you don't got no quarterback, and you down two first round picks. Like, I don't know, man, nigga, he might be the devil, bro.
Young Nola says, I seen Lemon Marlin. Why he looks so
Man,
slow though?
Lemon not slow, bro. Lemon don't categorize Lemon like he a minor St. Brown. Lemon is not slow at all. Lemon is St. Brown that runs a faux. That's why he'll get picked in the first round, while St. Brown will be a late third round pick because he's unathletic as fuck. Like Lemon is like that, bro.
Yeah, I've been seeing Lemon name a lot, and he just declared for the draft.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I even seen Nick Underhill talking about him or something like that, saying he'll be a good pick for the Saints or something. Yeah, man. Any wide receiver, any playmaker on offense, I'm all for it. I'm all for it, especially if it's a wide receiver or a tight end. But if it do happen to be Love, the running back, hey, I'll take it.
Hmm.
Would you take Lemon at the eighth pick?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not scared of him. I like him that much.
Okay. Um, Lemon is the best wide receiver for in the class for me. Is Lemon in the best wide receiver in the class for you?
I think I probably I like Jordan Tyson a lot. I just think Jordan Tyson medical is gonna get brought up a lot. Like if you ask me to pick probably my one, I would pick Tyson because I think Tyson like 6'2", his frame bigger. I think he can do a lot. I think he can line up in multiple places. Like I think with Tyson, I think you're gonna be able to line up niggas everywhere. But I think with Tate, I think Tate can make some catches that I think Tate and Tyson can make some catches in certain spaces that like I don't think nobody else on the roster can make. Like that play the other day, like that was a good play by Chris, but it was a better play by the DB because Chris did what he had to do on the play. I think Tate probably catch that because Tate just got strong hands. I don't know. Tyson's strong handed too, but if you ask me on that scale for them three, I say Tate would have got that. But I don't know. I think you'll be able to do a lot with all of them. That's why I'm comfortable with any of the three. I like them all. I do think Tyson got the most potential though, but like I said, it's gonna come down to the injuries.
Shit. If y'all like the stream, go ahead on and hit the like button. I'm about to get ready to let Marlon go in a little bit. Just gonna ask him about this team across the street that's been on a 5-game winning streak right now, man. All the vibes is looking good right now. Zion looking healthy. Zion coming off the bench, giving boys 28 and 12. You got Trey Murphy out there looking real good. You got Fears out there looking good. You got Queen out there looking good. People saying F them picks when it come to Queen. Man, them Pelicans, man, 5-game win streak. Some people saying, man, they need to go ahead on and give JB the keys to the coaching room right now. Let him be the coach next season. How you feeling about this Pels resurgence, Marlon?
I think it's good, man. I think they needed that because you don't want that hanging over you all year with the pick. As it, like I told you y'all a couple of weeks ago, as it pertains to the pick, like look, bro, if that pick Derek Queen good, so we can already get that to the side. As long as that pick not top two, you fine. Like, and again, even if it was like you trading off, like I like the top two players. There's a guy from BYU named AJ, and then a guy from Kansas. So Kansas named Darren Patterson or Peterson. So I would like those two players, but they not letting the Pelicans get a top two pick anyway. So, like I said, just next time they do need to do a better job at protecting their assets, even if you just putting the top three protection on it, because you never just go into a trade reckless like they did. but it's gonna work out for them, bro. Derek Queen is a good player. Like he gonna be a good player for a long time. He gonna be like a version of Sengun in Houston, just the black version, and that's a good player. Like Houston building, he a franchise player. Um, so I think they fine. I don't get too caught up in the. Oh, the one thing I will say though is they made a mistake not making Borrego the coach from the start of the season. That was dumb. You wasted like so much time, but stuff happens for a reason. They should remove the interim tag. Um, I don't get too much caught up in the Zion. I think because I can't be tricked at this point. I would trade him as soon as he gets value. I would trade him, but I don't know how people still fall for it. But like I said, I would trade him as soon as I can get something of value.
All right, man. Shoot, I want to thank you for coming on the show, Marlon. A lot of good insight. I hope people learn something today with Marlon dropping all these jewels. If y'all like the stream, go ahead on and hit the like button and help out the algorithm. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe yet. Marlon, you can share your last thoughts, you can share your uncle of the week, and you can share your Twitter name and where they can find you.
All right, y'all can follow me on Twitter at it's rainy though. ITSRAINEYDOE. I didn't really have an uncle of the week this week. I probably would have gave it to Stafford and Cam Jordan, but
Why ain't give it to
I'm
Phillip
kind of
Rivers?
ooh.
Phillip Rivers.
That's a good one too. I still haven't given it a graphic because I kind of cooled it out on the graphics because I just started like I've been starting to like come up with my team of the year, my own team of the year. So I got about 4 names that's kind of solidified, and then I got some guys who's gonna be some honorable
Cam Jordan
mentions.
could get that thing
Oh,
too.
he solidified in the team of the year. The defensive player of the year on race is hard because he in it, but I don't know if I can give it to him
Taysom
because
Hill.
nah, he ain't in it. No. We nah.
Man, threw a touchdown,
Honorary.
man.
He get an honorary pat on the back this week, but nah, we can't do that. We can't do that. I watched them games.
All right, man. Give me your last thoughts overall going into this week.
Um, if the Saints lose this game, then they win it next week. Just put it like that. How I said I ain't like the Falcons matchup. They gonna finish with at least another win. If they lose this week though, it's because of Jeffrey Simmons.
Okay.
So I think the defense gonna play good. I kind of want it to be a little bit of a shootout, like back and forth. That'll be fun.
Yeah, man. I mean, at least I could see Kellen Moore got a little, got a little pep in his step when it comes to just, run up the scoreboard. I like to see that, because I didn't think he had it in him. So that was
Yeah,
good. He
that
ain't got to
was
just be
yeah
all.
about that. That was I like that,
I
and I
think that
don't
was
think it
for
was running
Taysom
up the
too, because
score.
it
I
was
don't.
the last game in the season in the dome for the
Yeah,
season. So I think he was trying to show love to Taysom with that,
yeah, and I don't think it. I think that go a long way in your locker room.
yeah.
And after I've been starting to read the stuff, man. I was too hard on Kellen. Like I said, he got clear shit to fix, but like the players fuck with him,
Yeah,
and that's
man.
that's big. When a player
And
feel
and
like they can trust their coach, like that's big, especially
and
when you in
it's
the start of a rebuild.
and it's crazy when you just look at the wins and you look at the locker room, you just be smiling the whole time when you looking at them videos, bro. Them little 3 minute long videos when he giving out all the balls and stuff.
Yeah,
You really
I
feel
even
happy
seen
for
it.
some of these players.
I even seen an account that be criticizing the shit out of Kellen. It's like, you know what? I thought this was lame at first, then I watch it. I'm like, everybody get a game ball, but that's just his personality. He not no cursing rah rah guy. I don't think Dan Quinn is a cursing guy. I think the Saints needed a when I was saying I think the Saints had needed like a guy that was just gonna like he was gonna be the guy in charge over like the over like the GM that's been known for a long time. But again, I think they doing a good job at least to end the season. Like they ended it on a even if they don't win the next 2 games, they ended the season on a high note with momentum. And New Orleans not no big market at all in sports, so it's hard to sell New Orleans to a lot of people in free agency, even when they good. So, this type of momentum, especially when you appear to have a quarterback that's solid, this can go a long way for you. So I started to look at it like that.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming on the show, man. Definitely gonna have to speak again after this Titans game sometime next week. And happy holidays to you and your family, man.
All right, man. You too, y'all. You have a good Christmas, bro. I'll talk to you next week.
All right. Y'all go ahead on and subscribe. Y'all go ahead on and like the channel. Thanks y'all for coming through. Thanks for everybody who was engaging, commenting. And until next time, man. We out. Who that?